Hello everyone, today I need to talk about something a little more personal and serious. Back at the end of April, you might have noticed I wasn't quite feeling myself, and well, I had a lot on my mind. On April 24th, my grandfather passed away at the age of 88. He died of acute leukemia, which is basically turbo cancer, taking him from us in less than a week. Now that sounds terrible, but at least it was quick, and the doctors kept him comfortable so he didn't have to suffer through that time. The fact that it was so sudden was a shock to all of us and to all of his friends. I can remember on the morning of his memorial service, I overheard so many people talking about how they'd just seen him days before he went into the hospital and how he'd been healthier than he'd ever been. And that's because even though he was 88 years old, prior to his falling ill, you wouldn't have known it because his age never slowed him down. And all of this talking and thinking about the last time reminded me of something from the book The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. Because cancer is such a dreadful descent, and often as it all starts to end, or after it already has ended, you tend to look back at the last good day. A simpler time before it all went downhill. So today, I'd like to share my version of that. It was at Christmas time last year. I'd come down to visit for the holidays, and on this particular day, we were going to the community where my grandparents lived. My grandmother has Alzheimer's, which means she needs help with most basic daily things. My father went to help her with lunch so that the two of us could also go get a bite to eat. We made grilled cheese sandwiches in his apartment, telling corny jokes and talking about recent events in our lives. But the conversation quickly started to shift towards the future. I told him of how I was planning on going back to school for computer programming, and he thought that it was a wonderful idea and was very supportive, encouraging me to go for it. After we cleaned up and we finished, we met up with the others at the assisted living area, and I remember my grandmother pointing at him and saying, this guy I like." We spent the afternoon listening to music and talking with each other. Those conversations, and that conversation I had with him in his apartment, was the last I ever had with him. A conversation of cautious but hopeful optimism. And now I'd like to offer up a message. If you have a friend or a loved one with cancer, or you yourself have cancer, always strive to make each and every day good enough to be the last good day, because you never know when it will be. This guy I liked. Gonna miss you, Pop-Pop. As for the rest of you, I will see you in the next thing I do.